Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that has been moping around a little bit, maybe watching Bridget Jones, eating ice cream, avoiding people, upset, right? But they're done. I don't want to deal with, the sadness in an unproductive way. I want to do something and get back outside or see my friends or go talk to the person that I have this argument with. I don't want to just sit around and get nothing done. So we've got a change in somebody's energy, a shift towards taking action instead of sitting back and kind of saying like, woe is me. I do want to just say, I hope I don't offend anyone with the pity party comment in the title. I think we've all thrown a pity party before, so no judgment. Let's call it spirit with a little bit of one-time time. We just have to be able to recover from it, right? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hello, Jess. Hello, Lana. How are we doing? If you would like a personal reading, I would love to help you with that. My email address is in the description box below. It's wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. Since I have an impersonator, maybe I'll just be a little bit more clear. That's the only way you can get a personal reading. And if you want to just be a little bit cautious, make sure that you're looking for the gray circle around my name. If I'm responding to you in the comments, that means it's actually me. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Mark. Hello, Laura. How we doing? We're going to start off with the signs of the times. I'm hoping we see the sunflower because I do feel like there's somebody who's ready to do something instead of sitting around. So lotus flower, enlightenment, number 27, and medical staff, healing. I understand what was going on, why things went the way they did. I know that maybe I could have been a bit more supportive or a bit more transparent. So this is somebody who has looked within and also taken stock of what's around them to see what they need to change in order to be able to leave this behind, right? Hello, Key Controller. How's it going? So we've got number 10, which is coins, good luck, and smiley face. I'll take it. Very positive cards. So I've put in the work. I've done what I needed to. It probably wasn't easy. I had to be honest with myself. But when I thought about the reasons why I lost this or lost that or why things didn't go my way, I realized I had more control over the situation than I previously wanted to believe. And now things are going in a better direction because I've reclaimed that power of mine. I've, been more honest with myself about the things that I could do to improve my own situation. Hello, Andy. What's going on? Six of C, which would be the Six of Cups, Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is the mystical cat, by the way. And then we also have the Six of Earth. So it's like I have these good memories and I feel like there were, some good times, but maybe I could have had a little bit better relationship with you if I'd been more honest with myself about whether or not I was giving what you were giving. If, I was offering the same amount of investment or, doing what I could to do right by you. So this is, not easy. They have to be a little bit harsh on themselves, but they're saying, if I do want a second chance with this person, I can't repeat this energy of giving, half of what they give to the relationship. I would have to approach it differently, right? Fire King in the reverse, which is the King of Wands in the reverse. The Sea King or the King of Cups in the reverse. And the Lovers. It's like this person had to choose. Do I want to continue down the same kind of like upset, depressed path, or do I want to see what I can do about it and get back up and figure out where I stand, figure out if there's anything that I could do to make a change, right? Hello, hello, Holy Yoga. How are you doing? What else do we have? The demon cat. Well, that's terrifying. The 8 of fire or the 8 of wands. The demon cat, of course, would be the devil, but just to make sure that's clear. And then the 5 of fire or the 5 of wands in the reverse. Introspection, having to, really think about what is important to you, who you want to be, being honest with yourself about what happened, what you said, or what could have been, maybe handled better. Because with that devil, there was fear or insecurity or jealousy that made this connection more difficult than it needed to be. And it's looking like this person's taking accountability for that. I contributed, or I started the fight, or I pretended like there was nothing wrong with what I was saying or doing, but I know that there was. We have the Earth King, the 4 of C in the reverse, which is the 4 of Cups, and the 8 of Sky or the 8 of Swords. So they ended up feeling stuck because they had fought so diligently to, avoid some of this healing or not admit fault or avoid accountability. And now they're seeing that the best thing that they could have done for themselves and for the connection was to be honest about what was going on, what they needed, and what was, maybe a better way to handle things. So this could be somebody who didn't know how to have, conversations about conflict without things devolving into a screaming match or things getting more complicated than they needed to be. This is the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? The Hermit, King of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Swords in the reverse. So basically, I acknowledge that I wasn't really understanding your perspective as well as I could have. I was more focused on what I could say or defending myself and making sure that I could do what I wanted to do. But I see now that that's not the right type of energy if you want to be in a connection, if you want to be in a relationship. So instead of making the same mistakes over, I decided to be honest with myself that maybe I needed to work on that. Maybe I needed to address the self-sabotaging that happens. Maybe I was looking for an out because I felt like you were eventually going to walk away from me. There are plenty of people out there who end relationships or walk away because they feel like it's only a matter of time before you do that, before you walk away, right? So this is somebody who has been focused on that King of Pentacles, that earth energy. What can I do to be more stable, less flighty or flaky? I want to be able to, pursue somebody in a way that is honest and authentic instead of trying to play these games. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician, and the Fool in the reverse. Empowered to change the situation because they were honest with themselves or maybe took some good advice about what obstacles were in their way, why they couldn't have a different experience. It's like they were having the same relationship over and over again with different people. Hello, Peggy. What's going on? So I am the obstacle. I need to work on myself, and then I won't have the same relationship. Then I won't run into those same problems every time because this one's different. This is somebody that I want things to work out with. 7 of Wands in the reverse, the Tower, and the Page of Wands. So I'm going to take a little bit of a risk. It may be a little bit ridiculous. I may end up feeling silly because this person rejects me or walks away, but I'd rather know. I don't want to just sit here and think about it. I don't want to guess, what would have happened if I'd actually spoken up. I'm going to speak up and then I'll know what actually happened. So, like I said, action. They want to make sure that there is nothing left on the table that they could have done. They've gotta do their best. Hello, Bitchy Tata. How are you doing? Oh, no kidding. We've got rest and rejuvenation, number 19, and 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Definitely protection extended to this King of Pentacles because they've been focusing on what has been blocking them. So it's like, you know, the wind is behind their sails. They're getting encouragement. Things are made a little bit easier than they would normally because this person has a greater appreciation for the healing that's required, for forgiveness, letting go of things so that they have that energy for more important things. So that I can pursue love. Is that what you meant, Carmen? So there's somebody who's focusing on the good things in life that could be possible if they did this. This is like somebody who, you know, like on a smaller scale decides, I want to lose 20 pounds because, you know, by 3 months from now, I want to be able to go on this cruise, or I want to, you know, look great in this wedding. So you put forth not just the intention, but the dedication. And you change your nutrition, you go to the gym, and then you reach your goal. This is somebody who identifies the mental and the physical elements of it, the things that were obstacles for them so that they could actually get to this door to romance. Okay, I'm here now. I just need to knock on the door and tell somebody that I think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, or, you know, all that in a bag of chips. Do we have any modern ones we want to throw in there? Yeah, there is a storm warning though. Which tells me that we might get some cold feet, okay? Sometimes we go through all of this effort. We do the things that involve ourselves, right? The healing, the talking through what was the problem. And then we get to that point where we have to go talk to that person. And it's like, ooh, you're scary. I don't want to do that. Is that the Stewart voice? I don't want to. No. They're nervous, or they're getting nervous. Like the further they get down this to-do list, where they're feeling like more and more like this King of Pentacles energy coming through, it's like, yeah, but now I have to like do something about it. And that's terrifying. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? It could be. We'll see. Empress in the reverse. Queen of Cups. And the Four of Wands in the reverse. So I understand that maybe I was a little afraid of being close, letting somebody actually get to know me, and letting them decide if I was lovable, because maybe I would rather just cut them off at the pass and not have to listen to why they think I'm not lovable. They were assuming that things would get bad, and that's why they didn't want to get to that point where they could be rejected. If I'm not good enough, if I know I'm not good enough, then why should I even try, right? But then what if I've been working and healing, and now I do feel good enough? You are good enough. Six of Cups. Can I come back around? Can I tell this person what's been going on? That I have a different perspective? The sun, enlightenment, right? The lotus flower. Or will they just think that I'm the same red flag? Will they still think that I'm going to, you know, talk a big talk, but not actually be able to get into that relationship, or run away because things got a little too serious? How can I, you know, show that I have had a change of heart? Four of Cups in the reverse. How can I make sure they don't reject me because they think that I'm incapable of commitment? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. I have to address the fact that I have demonstrated I have a pattern of being unreliable or disloyal, not there when I say I will be. And that sometimes maybe I start fights or, I don't really try to resolve the problem. I just run away instead. These are things they feel like they really need to address in order for this person to consider taking them back or letting them back into their life. The Devil, 10 of Wands. It's like, okay, so this person sees me as maybe insecure or afraid, non-committal. Could I do like a montage? Here's me running up some steps saying, I want a relationship. Does that work? No? What if I cross stitch something and it says, I only want you and I don't fear commitment anymore? That's a lot of letters. Maybe I should go for something shorter. This is like brainstorming time. What can I do? Like, I've got to make it clear. I'm not that person anymore. I do have an awareness of what was blocking me, right? And that's why I've done all this work. That's why I've been focused on my healing. But I can't just waltz in and be like, what's up, baby? You remember me, version 1.0, non-committal. Guess what? I'm 2.0. I can do the commitment thing. Let me show you. Like, oh, cute. No, it's not going to work for me. Hello, Jamie. Hello, James. How are we doing? This is the Pulp Tarot. Let's see what we've got. 3 of Wands. 2 of Wands in the reverse. And the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I see now that I need to take action and deal with the fact that before I was a little bit misguided. Before I felt like everything would resolve or would end up in an argument or would, basically lead to you rejecting me, you feeling like I'm not good enough. So before you could reject me, I'll just walk away. But that habit of letting go was a lot easier when they were dealing with people that they didn't care about. And I think they fooled around and fell in love. Is that what the song is? Empress in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Strength. What they initially perceived to be a vulnerability ended up being the strength that carried them through the healing they needed to pursue. So I felt like love was just weakness. It was a way to, give away your energy to somebody who doesn't deserve it. So if I hoard that energy and don't connect with other people and don't let anybody really get to know me, then that's keeping all of my strength, right? Instead, they found, because they fell in love or because they had this connection that really showed them that trusting people was something that was possible, they found strength from it instead of feeling like it was just this vulnerability. Hello, Tiana. How's it going? Hello, is it Alicia? Please tell me if I'm saying it wrong. I hope I'm not. All right. Ooh. Hello, Key Controller. So look, this is a change in perspective regarding what love really is, right? Love can help you build something, and they had seen it simply as something that destroys or makes you feel bad about yourself, right? That's okay, Key Controller. We want you to be focused. 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords, King of Pentacles. So my choice was, do I want to continue to self-sabotage? Do I want to continue to run away from opportunities to connect with somebody? Because I have been giving up on everything, right? I look for something new. I let that, excitement kind of build, and then I get nervous and I run away. But maybe, just maybe, what I could do instead of sabotaging a connection is become this King of Pentacles. Be that person that could actually be in a committed relationship and not get the hives, not freak out, right? because this is somebody that you can actually trust. This is the Golden Girls Tarot. What else do we have? I mean, I like sour apples for like apple crisp, but not like dating. Like, I'm just obnoxiously optimistic in some situations, so I don't think they'd really want to be with me. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. I know what the problem was. I know why I keep failing, or I know why I keep having that problem, right? It's because I always bow out. I always run away. I always expect somebody to reject me. What if I put on my Sunday's best and made a real great cake? That's what she's doing there. You don't have to make a cake, okay? But this is somebody who's like, I'm going like the whole 9 yards. I'm going above and beyond. This isn't just some average, like, hey, I met you in a bar. I thought you were kind of cute. Let's talk about our favorite music, right? No, this is, I actually have feelings for you, and I'm being honest with myself about it. If I don't want to lose you, then I'm going to have to take action, right? I'm going to have to show that I mean it and that you're worth it, and I've been motivated. Page of Wands in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. So first and foremost, I know I have to apologize for not communicating. First and foremost, I need to apologize because I didn't know how to verbalize I'm scared to fall in love with you, or I'm scared that I am falling in love with you because I feel like I'm not good enough for you. I don't know how to say that without sounding like really lame. They're like, I didn't know how to talk to you about that. I don't talk to people about those kinds of things. So they have to address that communication that, you know, they kind of failed at, and acknowledge that they didn't really have the right words, but that they can appreciate that would have avoided a lot of issues. They could have just, you know, said, hey, I feel a little bit vulnerable. There are things that I wanted to work on, and I didn't expect to meet somebody like you. And I'm over here, like, not in my Sunday's best, right? Like, I'm wearing my paint covered clothes, or there's holes in my jeans, you know? They didn't feel good enough. Obviously, I'm not talking about actual clothes, but like their character. So Queen of Wands in the reverse is insecurity. That's what they've been working on. What can I do to feel better about myself and better about what I have to offer? And then I need to go communicate with this person because they deserved to know what was going on. And I didn't tell them. I just left. I walked away, didn't say anything. And with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, they probably feel like it's because I didn't view them as a blessing, or I didn't care if I lost them. They don't realize how difficult it's been without them, missing them, and, you know, not really knowing how to express that. So we have the Lovers, the Four of Wands, Death in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. So we have a storm warning because there's an indecision or indecisiveness that this person is facing. I've done all this work. I could go and talk to them. I could make them a love offer. I could tell them how much I've missed them, tell them what I've been working on, what I've been through, the things I, want to continue to change. But what if they don't believe me? They might literally think that I lied about all of this change and tell me, no, there's nothing you could do that would get me to see you differently. You will always be that non-committal person. You'll always be that person that didn't talk to me. So that's what they're nervous about. That's why we have this indecision. This is the Path of Shadows. Hello, Ron McFedlin. How are you doing? Hello, Michelle. I hope you're having a good day. The Ghoul. In the shadows I dwell, feeding on what I can, not remembering when was the last time that life tasted well. Nymph, in the mundane world now I roam. Inside this concrete jungle, where is my home? Someone who's a little bit out of place. And the haunted house. Within these haunted walls, secrets reside. Ghosts are just memories that will never die. So I thought I could disappear on you, right? Cool. I thought I could walk away and, forget how things felt or what I wanted. But the truth was, I didn't really feel like I belonged anywhere until I was next to you. And once I felt what that was like, that sense of security or that love, it was difficult for me to forget that. So with the haunted house, wherever they have been living, it doesn't feel like home because they don't have this love interest. So they've got this decision. They need to figure out if they're ready to go pursue this person, despite having a real deep fear that they're going to be rejected or that they'll be told they haven't done enough or that, I don't believe that you've actually made all of those changes. It's only a matter of time before you do the same thing, right? Hello, upper echelon. How are you doing? Hello, Danny. I hope you're having a good day. All right, this is the Kipper. What else do we have? False person, you don't say. Distant horizons. Journey in the reverse. The nymph, what are we, probably the Queen of Cups. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I think you were working on. Look, we've got somebody that you've fallen in love with, and maybe initially you wanted to see them as a false person, and maybe by the end of it, they saw you as a false person. But there's been distance, there's been no contact, there's been no effort recently to really repair what has been broken. And a doubt has started to form. Okay, so maybe I'll never see you again. Maybe this is just how it was supposed to be. For others of you, I do feel like this false person could be a friend, like a third party, not necessarily a romantic one. I feel like this would be somebody that if you are distant from your love interest, then there's maybe a friend that is trying to convince you that it's a good time to get over them, or, don't feel like that's the only person you could be happy with. They never went the extra mile, or they wouldn't, even get into a relationship. But maybe it's because they don't realize this person's chosen the path to heal and, take the higher road, if you will. That they do want to be that person that you could be in a relationship with. Wealthy man in the reverse. They have fears that they are not good enough because of how much money they make. Maybe you make more than them. Maybe they're in a line of work that is in some way like less honorable. I don't know. Like they're worried. I don't know if I've changed enough. Is there more that I need to do? Do I need to be able to afford like a nicer place to stay? What are the requirements for this person to take me seriously in terms of being interested in a long-term relationship and wanting it to be with them? All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. Hello, Kingly Eagle. How are you doing? New love. And it is safe for you to love. Well, I do think that there's some competition here. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So we could have a romantic rival. We could have this King of Pentacles feeling like they need to move quickly because there's another person that's interested in the same. But they want to make sure that they can convey it is safe to love me. Like I've actually done what I needed to do, or, you know, that is my priority now. And I have been working on it. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Look, there's indecision here because this King of Pentacles needs to decide that they have the cojones, if you will, to go, you know, make this love offer or talk about, I wish that I had been more honest about how I felt, or I want to talk to you about what I've been working on, what I think I could do differently. But there's also a new love, just kind of like, what is it? Waiting in the wings, waiting for their turn. So there could be somebody else who's about to make their own love offer that could be competing with this King of Pentacles if they drag their feet a little bit too long. This is the truth is. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Michelle. Yes, exactly. That communication is helpful because otherwise, how would you know that that person is working on it? It might just be that they disappeared and they're gone, right? So we've got Love Magician. You have the power to transform this connection. And Missing You, longing to be with you again. So yes, if you resonate with this King of Pentacles, does not have to be a man. You are being told that you have your very own wand, okay? Because you're the Love Magician. Hopefully you have a cute little sequined outfit too. Don't tell me if you do. So I'm working on transforming the connection because I can't get over you. I can't stop missing you. I've been dealing with some insecurities because I didn't feel like I was good enough. But now that I have addressed that and kind of reminded myself that I can make these changes, I'm starting to realize that those insecurities were a lot less heavy than I imagined them to be. There's someone who had engaged in secret behaviors or relationships looking for attention. So this could be, you know, I wasn't necessarily in a connection with you, but I was still engaging with other people on like dating apps or going out on dates, whatever it might be. And I feel like this led to our King of Pentacles not really knowing how to approach relationships. So in other words, I think this double life was probably somebody from a long time ago that kind of framed or formed how this King of Pentacles perceived trusting other people, and they view the relationship as having gotten abusive. So this framed how they, you know, basically did not believe in trusting because they did trust somebody and that trust was broken in two different ways. So that's what they've had to deal with. I have to let go of the belief that people are going to be like that, or that that's the only kind of relationship that's out there. Yeah, that's true. This is the Gypsy Oracle. What else do we have? We have Room. I can't help it. When I see this card, I almost always hear the dude, what's his name? Peter Sellers from the Pink Panther. Do you have a room? It took me a long time as a child to try to figure out how to say that. So it's probably never going to leave my brain, to be honest. Do you have a room? It's like he throws in like 2 H's. 3 maybe? I can't really talk because I do that with some of my words too. So we've got a surprise. I feel like this is somebody who is showing up unexpected, or, you know, they send you a text and they say, hey, I'd love to see you. I know you probably weren't expecting to hear from me, but could you come over or could I meet you here? But with this room card, what I'm getting is they want to show you they are more stable than they've ever been. They have their own place, they have a great job, they have appropriate groceries in the refrigerator, whatever it is. It's like, I'm going to show you that like I could actually take care of you, or I could actually like be in that domestic bliss setup. I want that. So they're showing, you know, hey, look at me, I got hand towels. I remember going to a buddy's of mine like ages ago, and I think he had just gotten his first place, like his first place alone. And I was like, bro, how did you let me go in that bathroom and not tell me that you had no paper towels or a hand towel? We're gonna go to the store, right? Like, do you want to go to Bed Bath & Beyond? We could go right now. We could go get you some hand towels. I'll help you pick them out. Make sure that they match and everything. No. Cheerfulness, friendly. They want to demonstrate this energy that maybe was a little bit somber or a little bit upset, quick to argue even. It was stemming from this insecurity that they had to deal with. And now that they have let go of that, now that they're feeling more confident about what they have to offer you, it's a lot easier for them to let go of that moodiness because they feel like maybe they could actually get what they want, right? What else do we have? Conversations in the reverse. So I know there's something that I need to tell you. I know I should have told you what was going on like more than once, right? But we have Thief in the reverse. I think they were actually quite nervous that if they told you partway through, you would maybe write them off completely. There was a lot of fear around this conversation. How do I tell this person I'm really trying for them and get taken seriously? Because I think the initial reaction is bound to be, well, I don't take that seriously. That's awesome, Andy. So we've got enemy. Uh-oh, is this the romantic rival? Yeah, this is the new love. There's somebody else that enters the chat. This is somebody who is also healed. Somebody who is looking for a long-term relationship, possibly also wanting to start a family. So this King of Pentacles is feeling the pressure. I think they're getting like an intuitive heads up. I don't think they're hearing about it having happened. I think their spirit guides or their dreams are saying, you better have to, honey, because there's somebody else who has the same idea as you. So you don't have a lot of time. So this King of Pentacles is moving faster than they normally do. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope I get to see you on another reading. I'll see you later. Toodles.